Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Driving Perilously, a show in which we turn on the radio and talk about what it is that we find. This is a special on the way to the theater edition. Opening night was last night. 2 performances today. Limited engagement. Tomorrow the show is over. I like it. Not familiar with it though. So that's Legends 100.3, Great American Songbook. Oh, never. Well, I may have heard that. I keep saying I've never heard that. I've never heard that. The truth is, we're bombarded with music, and when I listen to or watch and listen to YouTube reaction videos, you know, it's some really famous song, and these people are reviewing it, and they're telling you how wonderful it is, and that's a really fun genre. Listening to people discovering works of art, reacting to music, especially if you like the song and if they like the song. But, you know, they always say they haven't heard it before, and some of these songs are so popular, they must have heard them before, unless they've just stopped being deaf. They've heard it before, but we don't remember everything we hear, thank God. But this seems like a fun Christmas song. So there's Winter Wonderland, very popular this year and for many years. Winter Wonderland, again, the 2 versions? Yep. 2 Winter Wonderlands on the radio at the same time. Johnny Mathis and an instrumental. Oh. So that's Nat King Cole singing Mel Torme's The Christmas Song, also known as Chestnuts. You know, I grew up in South Florida. I'm currently in South Florida. I don't have to associate, I don't have to be in the cold to feel like it's Christmas. And I've heard that song all my life. A phrase that was important to me was, and every mother's child tries to see if reindeer really know how to fly. What is it? Because that was a key for me. I said, Mom, do reindeer really know how to fly? So, you know, I had heard that phrase. When I asked that question very seriously, I don't think I was thinking about the song, but I had heard that phrase, and reindeer flying was an important understanding for me. That was serendipitous. So Nat King Cole singing Mel Torme's The Christmas Song, Chestnuts, that might just be the quintessential Christmas song for me. When I finally had a chestnut, I was like, what? There's songs about this? It didn't do anything for me. So I don't know what I thought it was like before I had one, and for years singing that song, but it wasn't anything I'd go out of my way to have again. I don't think it's because it was prepared incorrectly. I don't know. I would try it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. So that, if we say that that's the quintessential Christmas song, at least for me, excuse me, There's no mention of any Jesus stuff, is there? In that song? Do they even say church or goodwill? I don't know. I think the story of that song is that it was written in LA when it was hot summer and they were trying to feel cold. It could be true, right? But what a great musician Mel Torme is. And Nat King Cole's piano on that song is just sublime, isn't it? So Jingle Bells is another favorite, commonly played this year. Different versions, of course. That seems to be the theme this year. It's about 10, 12 songs repeated a lot. Each one has at least 2 versions, maybe 5. Oh, that's what's her name. So that's new. But it's got a little bit of the retro feel. Yeah, I like it.
You can see, smell,
Sleigh bells.
Question. You can get 400 megabit internet with little.
Oh, I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
just like we make it
So
work sleeping
I
next to a
saw
17th
Mommy
century
Kissing
baby.
Santa Claus. There's a famous version by John Mellencamp, also known as Cougar. Supposedly, his name is John Mellencamp, and his record label put the name Cougar in there because it sounded better, and they didn't even tell him. I don't know if that's true. It's a good story. But there's a famous version of the I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by John Cougar Mellencamp, and there's another famous version of I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5, Michael, as a child. And you can just tell that Michael is one of the best singers ever, even though he's, I don't know, he's probably 10 and sounds 7. I don't know how old he was when they recorded that. But I've heard Jackson 5 sing their other Christmas hit, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but I haven't heard them sing I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus this year.
Just diamonds. We've got gems, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires.
Or I haven't heard John Cougar Mellencamp's version yet either. But that's what I like about Christmas music, is you can have the same song interpreted in many ways. One of the things I like.
The event, you get a free kit. Just
Alright, I guess that's it for today's edition.
worked, guys.
Almost at the theater, almost time to get ready for the next show.
Ford Insurance.
See if we can get one more comment.
Allstate, go to allstate.com or call it.
Hasta $500 al momento, sin verificación de crédito. Empieza en línea en lapscar.com. Algunas restricciones aplican.
Oh, that's funny. So I used to watch TV. And for what, 30 years, 35 years, there's always been a couple of Spanish stations in the round up. And so if you're just going around, you get to the Spanish stations now and then. And there's several words that they would say a lot. And since I don't know what any of the words mean, well, I know what some of the words mean, but since there are words that I hear a lot but don't know what they mean, they stick out in my head. And one is chismes. It seemed like they were always saying chismes. And I looked it up, I don't even remember what it means. And then the other one that I always used to hear them say and didn't know what they meant was punto com. And doesn't punto com mean .com? So we already confuse M's and N's. And they say .com by using a word that ends in an N instead of an M. Huh. The vagaries, the mysteries of language are beyond comprehension. It does make one think that there was a Tower of Babel event, does it not? Alright, so I hope everybody's having a good day, and we'll check in on the next time.